Some news just coming in. Pakistan embassy in Serbia is trolling Prime Minister Imran Khan. Pakistan Prime Minister Imran exposed by his own embassy. Employees not paid for the last 3 months in the Pakistan embassy, and this is in Serbia. Trolls are asking if this is the Naya Pakistan that Prime Minister Imran Khan promised. So we have employees of the embassy in Serbia. This is the Pakistan embassy now questioning the Prime Minister, asking if this is the Naya Pakistan he promised. Remember, they've not been paid for 3 months. They say, where is our salary? Is the question all of these employees in the embassy are asking, and asking the Prime Minister if this is the Naya Pakistan, asking the Prime Minister of Pakistan, Imran Khan, if this is the Naya Pakistan.
साबुन महंगा हो जाए तो आपने लगाना नहीं, आपने आटा महंगा हो जाए तो आपने खाना नहीं, आपने दवाई शवाई छोड़ो, इलाज न करो।
Gaurav Sawant is with us for more details on that story. Gaurav, huge embarrassment for the Pakistan Prime Minister there, with questions being asked by nationals of his own country, essentially. Where's our salary, and is this the Naya Pakistan that you promised?
You're absolutely right. This is a huge embarrassment, not just for Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan, but for the entire country. The fact that a top diplomat has gone on record and on a public platform to say that they have not been paid their salaries for the past 3 months, and that the situation has become so bad that diplomats have to take their children out of school, in Europe and other parts. So this is hugely embarrassing for Pakistan, but it's also a statement of fact, given the way the Financial Action Task Force and multiple other agencies have cracked the whip on Pakistan for being, one, a state sponsor of terror, and two, not doing enough to crack down on access to funds that terrorist organizations, UN-designated terrorist organizations, entities and individuals like Hafiz Mohammed Saeed and Lashkar-e-Taiba may have. And that is why, despite a loan of $3 billion initially from China, then from UAE, and now from Saudi Arabia, Pakistan is unable to pay salaries of its top diplomats in Europe.
That's right. Gaurav, and this is not the first time that the financial troubles of Pakistan has put the focus on what Prime Minister Imran Khan had promised when he took over Naya Pakistan. This has been done in the past as well. Looking at the kind of financial woes the country is now having had to deal with, isn't it?
So Pakistan has been taking loans to survive for decades, and in every regime, whether it was Nawaz Sharif or before Nawaz Sharif, Asif Ali Zardari or others, whether it's the PPP or PMLN, they have been taking loans. But once Imran Khan became Prime Minister and PTI came to power, he claimed things would change. He claimed that Pakistan would be in a position not only to repay loans, but also make the country financially viable. But according to various Pakistani newspapers, the loans that Imran Khan has taken have been unprecedented and much more than any other government in the past, sinking Pakistan even further, deeper into this financial mess. And all the loans that Pakistan is now taking are going to service other loans, and none of it is being put to any gainful use. Point one. Point two, they were told to increase revenue, increase taxes, get more money out of whether it's electricity or fuel, but he hasn't been able to do that, and that is why Pakistan continues to sink, and now it's in public domain.
Be with us, Gaurav. Going across to our Foreign Affairs Editor, Geeta Mohan, also is with us for more on that story. It's no secret that Pakistan's financial crisis is only deepening, Geeta, and this is not the first time that this issue has come to the public domain, and the manner in which it has, with now the employees of Pakistan Embassy in Serbia talking about the fact that the salaries have not been paid, that children can't go to school anymore.
Well, yes, we've seen a lot of comments and statements coming from within Pakistan, but this is a very rare, almost unprecedented incident where the official Twitter handle of a mission of Pakistan abroad has been used to voice the concerns that the citizens of Pakistan really are having with regards to inflation and the fiscal policies or financial policies of Prime Minister Imran Khan. Like Gaurav said, that Pakistan has been reeling under tremendous financial crisis, and while the Pakistani Prime Minister has tried to put on a brave front, the fact of the matter is that if salaries are not being paid of officials serving abroad, then that's the worst case scenario that any country can really think of. We do not really know or have an official comment from the Foreign Office in Pakistan as to what really happened and how is it that some official must have used the official Twitter handle to voice his or her angst. There will be heads that would be rolling, or for that matter, there could be officials who would be recalled. Certainly, there will be some action that will be taken against those officials serving in Serbia, but does not take away from the fact, Sneha, that there is a huge financial crisis within Pakistan and now coming to fore from none other than official Twitter handles of Pakistan missions abroad.
Geeta, just be with us. We'll just come back to you for more on that story in a bit from now. Meanwhile, Kamal Chima is joining us. How do you respond to what has happened? We actually have Pakistan Embassy Serbia, the Twitter handle talking about with inflation breaking all previous records. How long do you expect that we can remain silent? Where are our salaries? It's the embassy officials tweeting about this from an official verified Twitter handle.
Well, I think I have yet to see that information, but the government has not collapsed. I think this does not mean that the government is facing a tight situation is here. We understand the government is facing economic crisis because of the bad policies, because of the inconsistency. But that does not mean things are out of the control. The IMF, the global financial institutions are just giving loans and money to Pakistan, and I think over the period of time things will get better, but I will yet have to see what kind of tweet that has come.
But this is rather embarrassing, and I don't think this has ever happened with any country. With an official handle of the embassy, Pakistan's own embassy in Serbia, talking about the fact that we just had to do this. In fact, there is the following tweet that says, "I'm sorry, Imran Khan PTI, not left with any other option." Just speaks volumes of how desperate these employees really are in.
Well, as I mentioned, that this is not possible. It might have got hacked. How come an official can come up with such kind of a tweet? But at the end of the day, the government is facing difficult times. There is a problem. We understand there are a lot of loans which the government is getting, and without loans, things cannot survive. We have to give a mini budget, obviously, this much because of the pressure from the IMF. But the government is here. They are going to stay. The only thing is that tight belts need to be done so that they can collect more taxes. The more revenues that will be collected, things will be normal. So the country is here. Need not to worry. I can understand you are very much concerned about Pakistan, but Pakistan will face this situation the way we have seen so much situations in the past as well.
All right, Kamal Chima. I don't really know about concern, but we certainly would want to report on the developments, and this is rather embarrassing. I don't think anybody is going to be in denial on that. With an embassy in Serbia, in Belgrade essentially, is tweeting about the fact that the officials, the employees of the embassy have not been paid. What's really going on is the question that they're asking their Prime Minister. Well, that story and much more going up on our website. That's indiatoday.in. You can also download the app. News continues on the other side of this break. Stay on with us.